everyone, it's Victoria Bonacuesta. I am so happy to be here on day 4 of our Proverbs a Day challenge. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Chapter 4. Hear ye children the instruction of a father, and intend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and said unto me, Let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace. A crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in the right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be strained, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Take fast a hold of instructions. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, attend my words, incline thy ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from thee a forward mouth, and perverse lips put far away from thee. Let thine eyes look right onto, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Okay, so we're starting back in a similar manner as the previous chapters, but this one does change the tone a little bit. He's talking about more of himself in this little bit in the beginning. Hear ye children the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my laws. For I was my father's son, tender, only beloved in sight of my mother. Again, this is Solomon talking about his own childhood, but he's also reflecting how the Lord sees us as children. So we want to remember that God gives us good doctrine, and that's what we're working to follow. He taught me also, and said unto me, Let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. We talked yesterday about the importance of repetitive verses. I would say this is, again, keep his commandments and hide his words in our hearts. And that is something that is so profound. The concept of making sure his word is in us. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. Neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. So he's talking about wisdom, and he does refer to wisdom as a woman, as a beautiful woman. But if we think about wisdom as how we want to hold on to it, and so when a guy is pursuing a girl, he pursues her passionately and goes with, force and vigor, and so that's how Solomon is saying we should go after wisdom. We should be pursuing wisdom as if we were pursuing someone that we love, as if we're going after a potential life partner, and that's kind of the undertone that he talks about wisdom here. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. So I think that's really a cool part, because to exalt someone is to speak very highly of them. And so often we just let whatever we're thinking come out of our mouths. And when you are exalting someone, you're speaking very well of them, you're speaking very favorably. So we need to speak highly of having wisdom and have that be a beautiful part of our life, is that wisdom comes out of our mouths, but that we talk well of it, that we know the importance and the value of gaining wisdom. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the ways of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. Basically, in this part, again, retain the knowledge and then walk it out. Live it out. Don't just read the Bible and then be like, okay, I'm good for the day. You really want to understand what God's trying to tell us, and then use that as a model of how to live your daily life. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. So often we want to just do whatever feels right in the moment. And when we're going based off feeling and not off instruction, that can lead us astray, because our feelings aren't always truth. They're not always the right path. That instruction is important for your life, for you to live. You have to have guidance and instruction. So again, that just goes with seeking good counsel and staying active in your church, because you want to stay walking that path that God has put before you. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away. You know, that's kind of interesting the way he words this, because he says, don't enter onto the path, avoid it, don't just walk by it. A lot of times we'll just let bad things kind of happen around us because we don't want to offend somebody, or we don't want to, cause a problem. So we just let people walk in evil around us. And it even says to not do that. Turn from it. Go away from it. And I think there's even a step more to that, is to correct. And I think even if someone is around you and they're speaking poorly, you can ask them not to speak that way. You can say, hey, I'm sorry, but that is very offensive behavior. Could you please not do that around me? And then if they won't change their behavior, then that's when you would leave. But I think it's very important for us to be able to stand up and say, no, I'm sorry, that's incorrect behavior. You shouldn't be acting like that, and not just sit there in silence and let people continue to be vulgar around us, or have crudity, or talk about things that are immoral. So just remember that as long as you say it with love and with understanding, you can stand up for that. But then if it won't change, you have to remove yourself from that circumstance. Don't just stay in the conversation. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, attend to my words, incline thy ear unto my sayings. When you walk in wisdom, you're not going to be clouded with doubt. You're going to understand the path that you're walking in. But when people are walking in foolishness and they're just walking in the ways of the world, they're basically stumbling around blind. And God is trying to prevent us from walking in that. He doesn't want that path for us. He wants a good path that's going to shine brightly and is going to ultimately lead us to glory. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. I think it's just reiterating how our flesh and our bodies can lead us astray, and so we can't just always go off what feels right or what we think is okay in the moment. We really have to seek wisdom, seek God and his understanding, and make sure that out of our heart is coming wisdom, because if the issues of life come from the heart, then we have to know that our heart is with God and our heart belongs to God. Otherwise, we will walk in foolishness. Put away from thee the forward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. As he's coming to a close in this chapter, a lot of times Christians will, oh, well, it's okay to say a curse word because this person, they said it, and they tend to have almost like a situational moral compass. And I know that's not everybody, but that does happen a lot, especially in my generation. I'll see them be like, yes, they're a Christian, but they still slip up sometimes. And God's really trying to say here, don't do that. Put it away from you. You do not want to speak like these people who have perverse lips, and they speak forward things. Like we talked about in the other chapters, being forward is pushing yourself into the path of crudity and living in an immoral lifestyle. So you don't want to put yourself in that path and speak that way, because that is like a snowball effect. So once you say one or two, then it's three or four, then it's five or six, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and worse and worse. So God is saying, don't let it be. If it's on the left and the right, turn away. Just keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on heaven. So you just want to keep your eyes on him and focus on the Lord, and don't look to the left or the right. Turn away from evil and just focus on God and keep heading towards him, and he is going to direct your steps. So that was kind of a short chapter today. There wasn't as much to get into. It was still a beautiful understanding of how we are to walk each day as a Christian, and how we are to look and to be different from the world, and to put ourselves in a different category, because ultimately we are held to a higher standard, and we are told to put away the sinful things of the world and to focus on the good and godly. So as we are celebrating this month of prosperity and wisdom, I hope that you guys just really seek wisdom, seek good counsel, seek good company of other Christians. And in the words of our beautiful Savior, go and sin no more.